Hello everyone, my name is Dex and all of you guys are welcome to my channel BI Explained. So in today's video I'm going to prepare a dashboard on Power BI. So let's get right into it. So this is the detail. These are the files which I'm going to use for preparation of my dashboard. So it is order, amount, profit, quantity, category, subcategory and payment mode. And in the other file, orders, I have order, order date, customer name, state, and city. And all of these details are for the year 2018. So let's get right into it. I will open my BI. So my BI is getting open up. New, get data. So I'll be choosing text and CSV because my data is in CSV format. So I've imported the details tab. Before load, always, as I have confirmed in the previous video, always see whether your data is whether the BI is fetching the right data or not. So to me everything looks fine, so I'll close and apply, wait for a few seconds, and now everything is loaded. Now let's get another data of ours, order details, go to transform tab, data. Yep, everything looks good. Close and apply. And now we have both of our data. Uh, you can have a table view of this data, and also in the model view the BI has created a many to one relationship of details with the orders. So it's an automatic relationship that the BI has detected and created for us. How the relationships are created, what relationships are good for you guys, I'll be creating a separate video for this topic. So in this I'll only be focusing on the dashboard preparation. So the first thing I actually wanted to do is select card here in the visuals and put the amount data. So this is giving me the total revenue for the year 2018. Uh, and I actually wanted to change it. So change the category label. So now the label has been removed. Change this to 30. Change the color. Okay, so why the color is okay, now it's done. So I actually already have some hex code for what colors I require. So I'll be requiring dark green here. So it's now dark green. Display unit should be in thousands. No decimal there. In the gender, I have opened on title. On title, I'll write total revenue. Bold it. More than 15 looks good. Yep, 15 is better. And here I'll be choosing gray color, and in the background I'll be using the dark green color. Yes, so now this looks good. I can actually increase this to 20 as well. Yep, now this looks better. So in the effects part I actually want visual borders. Change it to dark green, rounded corners there. Yes, now this looks good. Just one more thing, I actually want the data to, yes, now this looks absolutely beautiful. Put it in here, just a bit here, do the aligning part properly, copy it, paste it. So here I'll be putting the data of profit in here in the so it has already copied all the visuals from the other card, so I just need to drag and drop the profit, and here it is. So now I have the profit and revenue, and there's just one thing missing. And what would that thing be? It would be cost. So Just change it. So as you can see in my data, there is no cost there. There is only amount and profit. So to calculate cost, we need to create a measure. Okay, so what is the difference between a measure and a calculate column? I will cover this in the further videos to come. Here I'm just creating a measure for you guys. So the cost will be sum of amount minus sum of profit. So now this will help me calculate the measure cost. So as you can see, the cost measure has been created here. Now just drag and drop here, and here it is. Here we have our first measure of cost, and it is giving us all the details. Just align it according to it. Yep. Now this looks good. Yes. Okay, so now we have total revenue, total cost, total profit according as per the year 2018. So I actually want a month-wise bifurcation of our revenue because revenue is really important to any business. Any business want to, know what our revenue is. So I'm going to put order date on y-axis. Oops, undo it. Yes, quarter. I've removed all the other things other than month and amount on y-axis. So now it's showing me a picture of my revenue. So on the y-axis, so I'm going to, do some cleansing, looks good. Looks good to the eyes, what I'm actually trying now. Okay, so I titles I have all for y-axis. I don't need the values, neither do I need the title. I'll write my own title. So in the columns, I'll be going down and change this. Okay, so I have some, oops, sorry, wrong thing open. So I have a hex code for yellow and I'll be putting this up here. So now this looks good. I want the borders are on, and I want the borders color to be dark green here. That this looks good. So now we will go to general, add the title here. So this will be revenue by month. I hope I am writing the spelling right. This is bold. This should be this, and I'll be putting this as a dark. Put this in the middle. I actually don't know the code for this one. I should have a code for the grip area as well. So this would help me to have the same code for all of the stuffs. So just in here. Okay, good. So now we have the heading, and what I want in the end is a effect to get our visual borders rounded chord. Okay, so okay, I have actually selected the wrong part. Yes, now it's right. Rounded corner should be 12. Oh, this one more. Yes. Now this looks absolutely beautiful. Yep. Okay. I can also add others shadow part as well. This looks good. In the effect, you can just add on shadow add on, shadow. Now this looks like a 3D kind of model. What we can more do is add a data label as well. Now a this is now looking like a killer thing here. Just go to values, do some bit of changes in here like dark green, value should be in thousands, there shouldn't be any decimal here, bold it a bit, yes, this looks good, yep. I actually want to change this page layout size, this is not actual size, yes, just change this to the, yeah, you guys can actually as you can see, you guys can change the size according to your will. I have prepared like this. You can change it to whatever way you want. If you want a fitter size, so this is the fitter size, and the same goes on. So the next thing which we are going to be doing is copy paste, and the next part which we will be adding to our data would be the quantity. I actually want to know the quantity on a month-on-month basis as per this. Yes. So now it's showing me a quantity-wise details on a month-on-month basis of how we are going. We can do this in a bar chart as well. Yep. And now this looks good. So this is the revenue chart and this will be my quantity chart. Just extending this a bit. So I'll be changing my quantity units to none because the quantity is already really low. I don't want to show the values in thousands or anything. So I'll be going down none. So now I have all the details. Yes, yeah. Now it's aligned as well. Need to change the title for it to quantity by month. Okay, there is a spelling mistake. Quantity by month. Now this is good. So you guys can show like this, but you guys can show like this as well. I mean, whatever is fine to you guys, you should go for it. Is what my opinion would be to you. So I just want to, have a different view. So I'm showing like this, but you guys can show it whatever way you want or however you like it. End of the day, the data should be matching with the user. So we have at the moment added revenue quantity. So, you know, what I want is I actually wanted a cost per unit and revenue per unit because I mean, then only I can get to know whether the cost has been increased. So the profit has been increased because of the increase in revenue per unit, or whether it has been increased because the cost has declined. So for that, I'll be, as you can see in my data, there is no revenue per unit or cost per unit, but we can actually create two measures for calculation of revenue, or we can say RPU, revenue per unit, and do a simple DEX code of sum of amount divided by sum of quantity. I'll be just copying it and This will give me my revenue per unit, which I am saying as RPU. And to calculate CPU, just change the cost per unit, just change the amount to cost. Sorry. So so we have created cost as a measure, so we don't need to write like this. We just need to write cost, and it will show pop up like this. Okay, this bracket should be there, so just enter it. And now we have our CPU as well. So these are the two measures, two more measures which we have created to know our revenue per unit and cost per unit. Now I'll be creating a line chart here. Or what I can do is do better copy and paste. So now I don't need to require, I actually don't need to, actually don't need to repeat all the processes which I have done for the changing part again and again. I believe this thing is going a bit down. So this is all the arranging part, which as I know this arranging part is quite irritating, but this is one of the things that a developer should is required is considered to be done here. So I have changed all the details, and I will change this to a line chart. Oops, sorry. I'll select this first and then change it to a line chart, and this is giving me month details, and I will add revenue per unit to here. Remove this line and oops, sorry, cost per unit again in the y-axis. Great. So this is my revenue and cost per unit details. So if you see in July, my revenue has gone down and my cost has increased. So this must be a loss-making month. Here also in July you can see there is only 13K revenue. So first of all, we will change all these things, all the line chart. In the line, we will go to RPU first and change the color to, or we can select all and just change whatever we want. CPU is yellow and RPU is dark green. Now, great. So you can see, I'm not just preparing data right here in front of you, but I'm saving a lot of time in, uh, coloring and what font should be needed and all those stuff, so we can get our thing as quickly as we want. So I'll be changing the revenue from thousands to none, and this is how it is. So this is showing me all the details here, and what I can do is I can do a little add-on, and from select I'll choose RPU, and what I'll do is set its positions to above, and for CPU I will set it position to under. So now it's a proper, I would say, bifurcation. I am getting to know, okay, what's my CPU, what's my RPU, and so on. So now just need to change the title for this, RPU versus CPU details, or we can write versus as and CPU details per month. Yes, this looks good. Okay, so the last so we have our RPU, our CPU. Also, we have the uh, measures here as well. So what I want is what are the categories where we have, and what are the categories that are being sold the most. I'm just going to change the length of this a bit so that you know we can get some more few data here. Yep, just copy it here, paste, and boom. Just adding a new more space. Good. So this is now added. This is done, and now I push this in the corner. This is now here, and this is also done properly. Yes, I can actually change this and minimize this a bit more so I can get all the details here. Yep, this looks good. This looks also pretty good. Just increasing the size because this thing is really important. We should know what how the profit is driven, whether it's cost or whether it was profit. Sorry, revenue. Just get it something down, and this will be our what are the categories where we have the most hike. So just go down there. So count and change the data labels to from in value, change from 1000 to none, and this is providing me the category. There's one thing that I have forgot to mention in is this should be here and the quantity part should be in here. So the category wise, if you'll see, the maximum we are getting in is in the clothing section, and the least we are getting in is in the furniture section. I mean, it's good. It's giving me a good detail of the clothing brand is getting the most. But what if I add a subcategory? So in the subcategory, if you'll see, this is giving me a more, I would say, a better picture, a better understanding of how the things are going, which thing is the most, sari is the most, then is handkerchief, and same goes on. So this is giving me a better picture, I would say, than the other stuff. So I have increased in here. I have set it as it is around. So this will be our category wise bifurcation. Just doing some changes to get all of these things aligned. Yes, now this looks good. This looks great. Okay, so the last thing that I'll be adding would be a map. And in my map, I'll be putting, so my map should have locations, and the location part here is in the order, but I want it in the details. So how I'm going to add it, how I'm going to get it in details, I'll be adding a new column there, rename to location, and write a text code for it, which will be lookup value. So as you can see, it is already showing me result column. My result column would be this state. So just write state in here, it will automatically get detected, comma, sorry. So my search result would be my order ID in both details and order is the same. So my search column would be order ID. So here it's the order ID, and the final step would be to look up value, or you can say search value. So my search value would be also order ID but in details. Close the bracket and enter. As you can see, a calculated column of location has been created, and if you want to have a better look of it, you can go to table view and in the details. So here it is, my location. It has given me all the location details as per my order ID. This is a new calculate column whose DEX code is written here. Now go back again to where we have come from. So you know I actually do these stuffs then adding a certain thing, because this saves me a lot of time actually in changing the all these things, and just changing the stuff, changing things out here and getting it easier for me to do. So here I'll just put in location, and here it is. So now it's giving me location wise where my sale has come from. Just change to location wise. Location wise details. So now there you have it. This is the location wise details. I'll remove this legend here and I'll remove this one here, and I'll actually do the map setting and fill colors from this to, I would say this would look good. Yep, just zoom in a bit. Oops, sorry. Yes, now this looks perfect. So this is my location wise details. Okay, just doing a bit, reducing my slicers. Sorry, reducing my card type, just matching the distance. Yes. So the one of more things, as you can see, all this data is given. But if I want, to slice out for a specific month, I should have a slicer as well, or you can say a filter. So I'll be adding a slicer here. Or what I can do is, as I was constantly saying, just copy and paste. It would save you always a lot of time. Just put in a slicer. I hope I have selected the slicer. Let's remove the cause. Oops. Instead of this, you can just put an order date in this, and okay, though. So what we can do is just add a slicer to it and order date, and change the order date. So I've removed the slider part. Order date is on. What I want to do is actually have a drop down slicer, not this one. So here it is. It is now giving me a drop down slicer of all the details, whatever day I want to choose. You know, this is good that we are adding a detail of order, but what we can do is do something better here and just create another text code to know the month in which we are selling our product. So, I mean, what we are seeing here in this slicer is that it's giving us day wise details. I mean, this is okay, this is good, but this is too much to get into. So what I will do is go here, create a new column, and I'll write it as months. Okay, just go down there. So what I will do is I will create a lookup value that will be month. Oops, this will be order date from order ID, comma, and the and the search value will be order. Okay, so now this has been done. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, now this is aligned. Great. So I will be creating a variable a equals to this. So I've created this of this is as a variable a which has all these values. So what is this? How this formula is working? I'll explain all this stuff in a separate one. I'm just writing a text code here for you guys to learn and know. So this is the variable which I've created, and now I'll be writing if yes if my so here we will be verifying that our order is equal to is equal to um, there's one error I believe with this thing. I'll be getting all the stuff, but there's one there's one wrong written code in my part. So this will be month, and here you have it. Here you have the code. We don't yes. So I have written a simple code. Just need to adjust the alignment there. Yes, now this is aligned and this is also aligned. Good. So this is a simple code for to get the months. If you want to verify it, just go here and this is the month which we are getting. So just put drag and drop. Okay, I just first need to select this and drag and drop your month here. Boom. Now it's showing me all the 12 months. This is good. This is really good. And I have created all this in front of you guys for to get a hang of things, get to know things better. So here I'll be placing my month slicer. Yes. Okay. This looks nice. So this is all the month slicers we have. Just will be changing this a bit to okay, I have to select this first. Put it down a bit. Slicer setting. It's drop down, slicer header, it's good. Just bold it a bit and change this to my favorite color, green. Or what we can do is just do better. Okay, so I have chosen gray for this. I need the background to be dark green, and I want to put this general. Title is, I don't need the titles. Title should be off, color should be dark green, and boom. Visual border looks good. Okay, header icon. Yeah, you can keep this as it is. So background color, I actually require. I'll change this, or I'll just keep it as it is and do some changing with the pending icon to selection. Okay, so this is a multi-selection tab, text, values to have a better color like this gray. Now it's looking good. How the background is looking. Okay, the background should also be in the dark green color. Now this looks good. This looks perfect. Okay, so here we have it. Complete sales dashboard. Just need to add a text box here. Just write this stuff. Sales dashboard, and now change this to 24. Hold this. Change this part to 24 as well. Bold this. Have this looks good, but we can make it better. So everything is there, but I don't know if I've selected it. Okay, now I have, and I will give some effects on this to be a dark green shade with my visual borders on to be in dark green and rounded corners to be 12. Yep, this looks good, and I need my text to be in gray. Good. So here you have it. This is uh, should place it here and have this data in the middle. Now this is good. Just increase the length of this. How's it looking? Okay, so there is some. Just change it to 20. Yep, good. This looks good. So here you have it, the sales dashboard for 2018. Just increasing the size of it. Yes, now this looks good. Okay, so this is the sales dashboard for 2018. You know, slice it to any month, and all of this part will change according to it. Yep, just remove it. And here you have it. Here is a complete dashboard which I have prepared for you guys. I'll be sharing all the details regarding this dashboard, all the files which I have used in the below description, so you guys can also, you know, get those files and prepare the dashboard like this, or you can prepare a better one. So that's it for now, and please like, share, and subscribe to my channel and to this video and all the videos to come. And that's it for now, and thank you.